Hello guys, welcome to Selenium Expert Series. This is your trainer Srinivas Narayan. Guys, today we're going to discuss headless browser testing in Selenium. Guys, in this video, I'm going to cover what is headless browser testing, how we can achieve headless browser testing, and what is the use of it. Guys, I think this very important thing that you people must know when you are learning any topic in any of the subject. What is the use of it? Let us see what is the use of this headless browser testing as well. Guys, if you people refer the previous video that I have covered, how we can handle an unexpected Java alert, there the same code I'm going to take. If you look at your, this is a scenario that I have covered here. I have created a code to go for Rediff mail login page. Rediff mail login page. If you people are going to, without entering username and password, if you people are going to click on sign in, you're going to get this Java alert. Guys, that's a code that I created here. If you people look at into this code, I added a Selenium code to launch Firefox Mozilla browser. Okay, this is a URL which has to open in the Firefox Mozilla browser. Then this code going to maximize the browser. This is an implicit wait time. Then after that, it's going to click on sign in. That means without entering username and password, it's going to click on sign in. When it's going to click on sign in, we're going to get this Java alert. And once we get this Java alert, we switching the driver reference to this Java alert. And then we are printing the text. Then after that, okay, I'm handling that alert. Then once it does really handle that alert, it has to enter a tester into the username. So this is a script that I created. Now I want to run this code. What happens, you people observe? See, if I want to run this code, it launches the browser, Firefox Mozilla browser. Then it's going to click on sign in. Then after that, okay, you're going to get a alert. It's going to click on OK button in that alert. Then it's going to give you alert text in the console. You people observe, it has launched the browser, it has handled that alert, and it has entered tester. If you people carefully observe, all the statements are successfully executed. And now here you people can see it has given a text, please enter a valid username. So guys, let us see how much time it's going to take to execute this script. I think you people might have know this is purely a Java code. We have an method in the system called current time in millisecond. So it's going to start counting the second. The moment it start executing this line, I'm just going to give the name for this as an start. The moment Selenium start executing this line, it start counting the seconds in milliseconds, and it start executing. Once it execute, at the end, I'm going to add up the same code to again take the current current system time, and now we are I'm going to say stop. So now the total time taken to execute from here to here will be stop minus start. Let me print that. I'm going to say system.out.println. I want to say total time taken taken, and now here I'm going to say plus stop minus start. So let me run once again the same code with this and let's see what's the time it's going to take. Now it's launching the browser, Mozilla browser. It's launching the Mozilla browser, and it's going to go ahead to open this URL. Then after that, it's going to click on sign in, and it has handled that alert and it has entered tester here. Now guys, the total time, if you people look at into here, total time taken Selenium to handle this alert is, it has taken 16,994 seconds. Total time taken is this one, this much. That is 16,974 milliseconds. So if you people going to convert it to seconds, it will be 16.74 seconds. 74 seconds it has taken to execute this. Guys, you people might have observed when I executed this, it has launched the browser. Then it has as a user, it has clicked on sign in. Then it has popped up then it has entered as a user, it has entered tester. So it okay, emulated like a user, and you people have viewed each and everything. Now the big question comes in our mind: is it necessary, if the script is working fine, is it necessary every time to launch the browser and to enter a text and to do all the okay user actions? Guys, if it happens, execution time it takes okay more, it takes more execution time. So guys, if that is the case, you people can go ahead to use this headless browser feature in case of Selenium. Guys, what is this headless browser testing? Guys, without launching the browser, in the background, it's going to execute all the commands and it's going to give you the end results. Guys, if it's going to execute everything in the background, it saves almost 40 to 60% of the time, execution time. The use of headless browser testing, it saves around 40 to 60% of the execution time. Guys, I'm going to prove that. You people just okay, keep on observe. Now, what is headless browser testing? You people understood. Okay, executing all the script without launching the browser. In the background itself, everything going to happen, and it's going to give you the end results. If it's going to happen everything in the background, the use is it minimizes around 40 to 60% of the execution time. So how we can achieve this? Guys, this can be achieved with one of the okay built-in class in Selenium called Firefox options. Firefox options, you people can see. So there is an if you want to work with this Firefox, we have an Firefox option, Firefox options, which is a built-in class. Now I want to create an instance for this Firefox options, and I'm going to create a reference for this OPT. I'm going to create an OPT. Guys, in this OPT, can you people see there is a method called set headless? Guys, it's going to take an input parameter as true or false. Guys, if you people mention true, it's going to okay run this code in the headless browser mode. If you set it as false, it's going to execute this code in the okay without headless browser mode. So here I'm going to set it as true. Now it has to go ahead to execute in the headless browser. Guys, actually, once you people created okay this, if you once you created okay this line of code, then after this OPT, that is a Firefox option reference need to be passed as an okay parameter for this Firefox driver. Guys, actually Firefox, if you people look at here, Firefox, it is an parameterized constructor. It is a constructor without parameter. It is a constructor with the capabilities. It is a constructor with the Firefox options. So these are the okay parameterized constructors. So this is you need to pass a Firefox option as a parameter for this. So once you people okay passed here, now you people can see what happens. Now we achieved headless browser testing. Now, if I want to run the same code now, you people can have a look. You carefully observe, guys, it won't launch a Mozilla browser without launching the browser. In the background, everything going to happen and it's going to give you the end results. Guys, can you people see it has given an end results here? It has given alert text. Please enter a valid username. If you look at here, the time taken is okay 11.353 seconds. If you look at here, okay here, this is okay with the browser launching. With this is without headless. This is without headless. Okay, now whatever I got now, it is the time taken with total time taken with headless. If you carefully observe here, it has taken very less time compared to the previous one. It has taken approximately around 11 point okay 35 okay seconds. That's what I was saying, that this is with headless testing. This with the headless testing, you people can see almost around 40 to 60% of the time will be reduced. I said that's what happened here. Guys, this is how shown with the Firefox. Same thing can be done with even Chrome browser also. In the Chrome browser also, we have an option. If you want to go ahead to run with this, okay, Chrome, with this in the Chrome browser, the same Chrome options is the built-in class we have. So I'm just going to comment this, okay, 4 lines here. And to run the same thing with headless browser testing in the Chrome browser, I'm just going to, okay, have this line of code once again here. That is to upload this Chrome driver underscore 88. So this is need to be changed to Chrome driver. And this is Chrome driver underscore 88. And now here I need to create an instance driver is equal to new Chrome driver. And I'm going to import a package, okay, for this. And now I'm going to, okay, before this, if you want to go for headless browser testing, I'm going to create an instance for Chrome options, Chrome options. And I'm going to import a package for this. OPT is the reference that I created. I want to pass, okay, here, I want to say OPT dot set headless, and I want to say true. So now, okay, I want to pass that as a parameter for this OPT as a parameter. Now you people can see the same thing in the Chrome browser. Same thing going to happen. Let us see how much time it's going to take in the Chrome browser to do the same thing. Without launching the Chrome browser, you people can see it has not launched the Chrome browser. It's saying that Chrome driver successfully started, and it has given an time here. It has given this text, and it has taken bit extra time here, 19.33. Okay, if you run the same thing without with Chrome browser, you come to know the difference. Okay, guys, if I'm going to change this to false, you people can see now it launches the browser, and then it's going to give you the results. You people can have a look. It's launching the browser, and now see everything you can view here. So it's happened the same thing. Now, okay, guys. Now this is how you people can go for using Chrome options for headless browser testing. Now, in this video, I have covered what is headless browser testing, how we can achieve headless browser testing with the help of either Firefox options or Chrome options, and what is the use of it? Guys, the use of this will be it reduces our around 40 to 60% of execution time. Guys, time is money for everyone. So if you go for headless browser testing, it minimizes your execution time. Thanks a lot, guys. If you like this video, please share it to your friends, colleagues, and if you are willing, subscribe for my channel. Thanks a lot.